I'm under the opinion that Azazel is one of the coolest characters in High School DxD. He's easily one of my favorite characters, and definitely one of my favorite characters to watch. Every time he pops up on the screen, I know he's going to say something cool, and it's always a fun time when he's here. He's definitely the most underrated character in this show. I don't really hear anyone talk about him except for Volley, like the YouTuber Volley. But other than him, Azazel pretty much goes unnoticed, and I think it's time for that to end. Azazel is him, and this fight proves it. So it starts off with the villain, Kalia Leviathan, and she's giving this little cliche monologue that all villains give before they die, and Azazel literally points this out. Like, he says that her monologue is very generic, and it sounds like she's about to die.
Decaying? Reform? How cliche. Come on, you have to know the first villains to die always say crap like that.
She thought she was Thanos or something. Shorty really thought we were going to listen to her speech. Lil bro thought she was Martin Luther King Jr. And Azazel just says what we were all thinking.
We do not care.
So Azazel tells her to square up, and this is when we see that he's him. And off rip, I mean, just look at Azazel's attire. Oh my god, he's got some major drip. Like, it's insane. He just looks clean wherever he goes. His wings, he's got the best wings in the show. No one's got better wings than him. My goodness, he's such a cool guy. Even just his aura just looks so good around him. Alright, let me get off his meat for a second. So yeah, the fight starts, and I mean, off rip, Azazel is not even trying. You can tell. She's throwing these weak little blasts at him, and his hands are in his pockets, and he's just dodging them back and forth, just weaving. He's only using one hand to block her attacks and everything, so at that point in the fight, you can tell Azazel was just playing with his food. He was doing her like Tink was doing Ryan Garcia, just complete domination the entire fight. Azazel doesn't show his true power until Gasper unfreezes everyone. That's when the fight gets good. That's when we see who Azazel truly is. So Azazel turns it up. He turned into Miami Heat LeBron. He said no more games, nothing to lock in. And he pulls out this little artifact, and oh my god. He's got Kalia all types of confused. Had her looking like SpongeBob when he was taking that test, nervous as hell. He had her shaking in her boots. And oh my god, just watch this scene.
This is the Downfall Dragon Spear. It's an artificial sacred gear developed by yours truly. Balance, break! Armor of the Fallen Dragon. Downfall Dragon, another armor. A dragon's armor.
So Azazel not only has the best drip, the best looks, and the best wings, but he also has the best armor. I can actually just glaze him all day without caring. Bro, that shit looks so clean. He tells her to come here, just like that, treating her like how Future treats his girl. He made that armor himself. Azazel is actually one of the smartest characters. He's for real just collecting things and making new things from the things he collects. He just be collecting shit. He better watch out before he ends up on that hoarder show. Then people just be collecting whatever. They still be having toys that they get from Happy Meals because they have a special connection with it. Brody, you're a grown-ass adult talking about having a special connection with a toy. He has just this mind that not a lot of characters in the show have, where he just can do whatever. He hit this girl one time and then she was ready to kill herself. Shorty got hit once and decided to pull out a suicide bombing. She goes back on some villain monologue talking about destroying herself for glory, and Azazel just laughs it off.
Destroy myself for glory!
Destroy yourself? I don't want to mock your hopes and dreams, but it doesn't seem worth it.
Again, he just says what we were all thinking.
We do not care.
So he cuts off his own arm, just because why not? And he cut his arm off on purpose too. Like, he even says later on that he wants his own artificial arm too. And I mean, he ends up getting it. He gets his little robot arm that has a rocket on it. But yeah, he cuts his arm off and then finishes her off in the fight. And then that final line, "I'm only willing to give up an arm for you," is so hard.
But I'm only willing to give up an arm for you.
Like, actually the coolest character I've ever seen. He's for real got me fanboying over him. He got me looking like a Steph Curry fan, ignoring all facts just to make my boy look better. But yeah, that's Azazel for you. Easily the most badass character in the show, and definitely the most underrated character. Azazel is him without a doubt. But yeah, long story short, Azazel is him, and no one will ever be as good as him or as cool as him. Oh yeah, also I'm working on a longer video, and this video is supposed to act as like a filler episode. But that longer video should be out next. So yeah, if you enjoyed watching, please like and subscribe. And thanks for watching.